Hi, as promised, we have come out with the doubt clearing session. And also in this video, we'll be explaining you about restructuring for small businesses and other than MSME sectors. So there were certain doubts which were posted either on comment box or have come to us individually. So we have taken all those doubts one by one and we will be giving the answers of all those doubts through this video. So without wasting any further time, shall we get started, sir?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so now let us straight away move to our first doubt. So this is the part 3 of the video. As usual, subject expert is Ghanekar sir, myself Rahul Srivastav. Okay, so the first doubt that was asked is in front of you. This time, Bank and RBI have released two circulars for restructuring. One was for MSME, small business and individuals businesses. Please guide how to differentiate between the two and trading activity come under which category? Yes, sir.
Yes, hello. So, friends, we have already discussed regarding the MSME restructuring in detail. MSME का जो सर्कुलर है वो हमने डिटेल में देखा है, सारे पॉइंट्स मैक्सिमम पॉइंट्स हमने कवर किए हैं। अभी इसमें दो सर्कुलर जो है तो उसमें एक स्पेसिफिकली है कि MSME के लिए तो MSME का सर्कुलर है, स्मॉल बिजनेस एंड इंडिविजुअल बिजनेस ये टाइटल डे के जो सर्कुलर है, as per the specific mention of this circular in Bank of Maharashtra particularly, this will be applicable to retail loans only. But as per the, if you go by the circular, it is applicable, it is also applicable to the borrowers who having total exposure of 25 up to 25 crores and which are not क्लासिफाइड एज MSME। मींस इसका मतलब यह है कि जो MSME कैटेगरी के डेफिनेशन से बाहर है लेकिन जिनका टोटल एक्सपोजर बिलो 25 करोड़ है, जो बिजनेसमैन है, उनको भी दिस सर्कुलर विल बी एप्लीकेबल। और इसके जो प्रोविजन है, जैसे रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग का है, मीन जैसे MSME का रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग करते हैं वैसे ही इधर यहाँ भी रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग अलाउड है, फॉर मींस उस सेम लाइंस पे रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग अलाउड है, बट ओनली टू दोज which doesn't come under MSME definition। मींस उसमें अगर कोई आउटर लिमिट MSME में जैसे टर्नओवर का आउटर लिमिट है या इन्वेस्टमेंट इन प्लांट एंड मशीनरी का आउटर लिमिट है वो क्रॉस हो रहा है और कंस्ट्रक्शन सेक्टर का है, फिर भी दिस विल बी एप्लीकेबल। बट आई थिंक before going for restructuring of any of these accounts, we should get the thing clarified from head office. It will be better before you take up the restructuring for this. But this is applicable to retail loans. For retail loans, specific guidelines are given, which we will be discussing after completion of these doubts. Immediately after completion of these doubts today only. Okay.
Am I audible? Sir, I have one doubt. As you mentioned just now that the exposure limit should be up to 25 crore. So is it 25 crore or has it been extended to 50 crores?
Actually, it is extended to 50 crore for MSME loans only.
Okay.
For the other category, small business and individuals.
It is still 25 crore.
It is still 25 crores only.
Okay. So for MSME, it has been extended up till 50 crores, and for small businesses and retail, it is 25 crores. Viewers, kindly make a note of this. Okay. So shall we move to our next doubt?
Yes.
Somebody has written, please also guide for the legal documents execution and stamp duty.
Yes. So regarding this legal documentation and stamp duty, there were two questions. Means one, this is regarding legal documentation, and under Mudra also somebody has asked regarding this legal documentation. So whenever we restructure the loan, earlier there was no specific mention in the circular regarding documentation, but now it is specifically mentioned that the fresh document means there is one document that revised आपको जो टर्म लोन एग्रीमेंट है, तो वो एडिशनल आपको एक टर्म लोन एग्रीमेंट उसमें लेना है डॉक्यूमेंटेशन में. ये अभी जो सप्लीमेंट्री टर्म लोन एग्रीमेंट ऐसा उसको वर्डिंग दिया गया है, दैट इज द सप्लीमेंट्री टर्म लोन एग्रीमेंट व्हिच विल बी टेकन फॉर WCTL फॉर FITL. मींस दोनों क्लब करके एक ही डॉक्यूमेंट लिया तो चलेगा FITL और WCTL के लिए. And for CC, if you take B2G2 and acceptance on sanction letter, that will do. Secondly, if there is a mortgage, then as there is no additional, if there is additional finance for additional quantum of finance, you can take the additional mortgage means stamp duty. But if there is no additional finance, then only you can execute the mortgage documents, means form A, B, C. Means form A, it will be notarized on 100 rupees stamp paper. Form B, nominal, it will be executed on nominal stamp duty of 500 rupees, only to have the consistency and continuity of the mortgage. And third, without unstamped confirmation letter from the borrower can be taken. So you need not pay the entire stamp duty again, because the stamp duty for this mortgage is already paid. And all these facilities we are continuing only in the different form. Means cash credit, we will be continuing it in WCTL form or FITL form. And hence regarding stamp duty, no fresh stamp duty will be required if there is no additional finance. Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
The next question is on the screen, which says that please also comment on bank new guidelines on GECL account restructuring.
Yes, actually in GECL there is no restructuring as such. GECL में अभी तक जो गाइडलाइंस था उसमें GECL अकाउंट इज आउट ऑफ दिस रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग प्रोसेस, क्योंकि उसमें CGT MSE का कवर है. लेकिन अभी क्या हो गया है कि GECL के भी हम पेमेंट लोगों को करने के लिए दिक्कत आ रही है, तो उसमें अभी नया एक गाइडलाइन उन्होंने ऐसे दिया है कि नॉर्मली all the GECL loans, those are given for originally given for 48 months, means repayment period is 48 months, and 12 months moratorium period is there for payment of principal. Principal payment के लिए 12 महीने का moratorium period है. Interest is to be paid as and when applied. तो अभी जो चेंज हुआ है उसमें ये अलाउ किया गया है कि दिस 48 months it will be extended to by 12 months. It will be now total repayment period will be 60 months, and out of this 24 months will be given, 24 months moratorium period will be given for payment of principal, and interest payment and principal, total principal repayment will be done in 36 months. Interest will be paid as and when applied. So this will be the change. Those already हमने GECL दिया हुआ है, तो already जिनको GECL दिया हुआ है उनको ये 60 months का देंगे पीरियड, और जो नया GECL देंगे उनको भी टोटल 60 months का देंगे, along with 24 months moratorium period for principal repayment, and for interest it will be as and when applied.
Okay. But still it would be more advisable to go through the circular once again.
Yes, there are some, because this is not of a permanent nature, and within each every 15 days or 1 month there are some modifications. So before going for any finance under GECL, each and every officer is advised to keep this circular ready with them and go through the circular before giving any specific sanction. And you may take the guidance from your zonal office or HO as the case may be.
Okay. So now we'll move on to the next one. Next one comes, which says that in resolution framework 2.0, it was mentioned that maximum moratorium period and extension of loan term is by 24 months. RBI allow that in the case of resolution framework 1, where we allow moratorium less For example, 1 year to extend moratorium by another 1 year in already restructured accounts. Please comment whether it is applicable to MSME and retail trade or for both.
No, this additional moratorium period, we have already discussed that this regarding MSME restructuring, there are only two things. MSME restructuring, those MSME accounts which are not already restructured, that can be restructured now. Secondly, those accounts, MSME accounts which are already restructured before 31st March 2021, for those, in case of CC accounts, there is a provision of 30, the turnover of 33% or some relaxed norms with regard to DP calculations. But this 24 months, which is given moratorium period, that is applicable for retail loans. Means if in retail loans, earlier also moratorium period of 24 months was allowed, but in many cases either 6 months moratorium period is given or 12 months moratorium period is given. Then in that case, that moratorium or extension can be given maximum up to 24 months. It is applicable only to retail loans. Okay.
Okay. Now next one says that in old trade and services scheme loan where primary security is mortgage of property and we are demanding stock statement after interval of 6 months. Under such case, cash credit account, how to calculate portion of cash credit limit which is not backed by drawing power, and what is the course of action for this type of account for restructuring?
Yes, in old trade and services scheme means there are 1, 2, 3 number of schemes. Means first, that was old trade and services scheme. First it was in May 2012, which was after revised in September 2012, and again in March 2017 and March 2018. There are 4 total circulars regarding this old trade and services. And after that, since 29th August, I think 29th August, in August 2018, that drop line OD facility is there. So any facility which is continued before that drop line facility was introduced, that particular cash credit account under cash credit or term loan account under trades and services scheme will be governed by that original circular. So जो original 2012 का circular है, उसमें क्या है, उसमें जो DP was allowed at 33% of gross sales, means accepted level of sales, वो 33% था. फिर 2017 में जो circular है उसमें it was allowed 25%. So accordingly, as per that circular, the DP will be calculated. And जैसे कि अभी पूछा गया है कि जो the portion which is not backed by DP will be converted into WCTL. Same procedure will be followed. Only thing is, the difference is that in this case, this entire loan, WCTL and CC, will be secured by mortgage. In that case, one precaution is advised to be taken, that whenever you will restructure this, you must visit the borrower, you must confirm that business is running, and secondly, you must also confirm that whatever limit is there, that is within the norms of that 60% or 50%. I think for loan against property, it is 50% of the realizable value of security. So fresh valuation is must in these cases. And if it is the loan is of 2012 or 13, you may take supplementary search report to have additional safeguard. So fresh valuation ले लो, fresh search report ले लो, you visit the unit to ensure that, because this is the one of the precondition कि आपको visit करना है to ensure that the unit is running. ठीक है, और फिर उसके पास से CMA data लेके, उसके audited balance sheet लेके, you can restructure the account. And for entire otherwise for restructuring, it is the same. Only thing is that it will be 33% or 20%, 25% as per the case. ठीक है, and even you can consider if that turnover is good, suppose that if you can consider to convert it under normal scheme, means जो CC limit रहेगा वो आपके normal MSME के scheme में convert करना चाहोगे, तो that also you can do. There are many options. जैसे जिस तरह से वो account होगा, जिस तरह से उसका business होगा, जिस तरह से वो हमें cooperate करता होगा, उस तरह से we can take the decision. Means we can come out of LAP, क्योंकि एलएपी में है तो थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट रेट ज्यादा होता है, तो उसको बेनिफिट देने के लिए वी कैन कम आउट ऑफ एलएपी। आप 20% से भी उसको सैंक्शन करो एंड रिमेनिंग पोर्शन यू कैन कन्वर्ट इनटू डब्ल्यूसीटीएल। ये भी ऑप्शन है, मींस नॉट नेसेसरीली कि आपको 33% ही करना है। यू कंटिन्यू, यू गिव इट, convert it, calculate DP by 20% and remaining you convert it into WCT. You take that account out of LAP.
Okay, so whatever the case may be, you have
And
to...
you can treat this security as a collateral security.
Okay. Rather, I would request our viewers to take a pen and a paper and note down all these points. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one, which says that please guide us what new documents branches should obtain for working capital term loan account, FITL account. I guess we have already discussed this previously.
Yes, we have already discussed.
Also guide what are different aspects we should consider for documentation if before restructuring there is collateral security in the form of mortgage of property.
Yes, that also we have discussed. If there is
Correct.
property also, then you have to take this mortgage. Again, I will repeat, if you have to take this mortgage without, if there is no additional finance, then you just take the declaration on 100 rupees stamp paper, memorandum on 500 rupees stamp paper, and confirmation on plain paper. That will do. But this will help for continuation of this our loan documents. Means उसमें legal complications कुछ नहीं होगे ये अगर आप लेते हो तो.
Okay. Okay, next question says, I will read it for you. In many cases where cash credit was sanctioned under Mudra and borrower was not able to run the account properly. Can you please read it for me? I'm not able to view this, sir.
In many cases where cash credit account was sanctioned under Mudra and borrower not able to run account properly, he want to completely convert it into WCTL. Even though as per stock statement we can have drawing power, then whether we can go to close CC account by creating new WCTL account or not. If yes, then what will be the documentation part if original loan is backed by collateral property as mortgage? So there are two questions. One thing is Mudra borrower. In case of Mudra borrower, the account is covered under CGFMU. And when the account is covered under CGFMU, there will not be any collateral. This is the basic thing. So all the loans as per RBI guidelines also and as per banks guidelines also, all the loans, all the commercial loans up to 10 lakh, which are governed under which come under MSME, must be covered under Mudra. This is the guideline. So the CGFMU cover should be obtained. When CGFMU is covered, there is no collateral security and there is no third party guarantee. So there is no question of having any collateral. And if at all, if the loan is about 10 lakh and the collateral security is taken, we have already discussed regarding the mortgage. And secondly, we can completely, if the borrower gives in writing that now I don't want to continue with the cash credit account and I want to convert it entirely into WCTL, we can very well do it. But there should be a specific request from the borrower that I continue with the cash credit limit, and we can entirely convert that limit into term loan. But it will be advisable of CC limit band karoge, so you get his current account opened, because we will be converting it to WCTL and we will be closing the cash credit. But there should be one operative account from where we can issue standing instructions and take the installments of WCTL. So there will be a means हम क्या करते हैं ना, हम नॉर्मली एडवाइज ऐसा करते हैं कि यू डोंट क्लोज द सीसी लिमिट. आप सीसी के सारे पैरामीटर या तो ये करो कि ये जो सीसी लिमिट है, यू कन्वर्ट दैट सीसी लिमिट सीसी इनटू कैश क्रेडिट. सिर्फ अकाउंट मेंटेन करो, वही अकाउंट मेंटेन करो जिसमें उसके बोरोवर के कहीं से पेमेंट्स भी आने रहते हैं, फ्यूचर में भी पेमेंट आने रहते हैं. तो यू कंटिन्यू दैट बाय कैंसलिंग द लिमिट, यू कंटिन्यू दैट अकाउंट till that WCTL and FITL gets closed. That is okay.
Next one. Sir, we have one retail account which was degraded on 30th of May. He has not written which year. We will presume it as 2021, and we could not be able to restructure the account. Can we have any scope of restructuring now?
Yes, as per the retail circular for small business and retail, that we will actually that is the one type of restructuring only, that maximum 24 months moratorium period we can give extension with moratorium or extension without moratorium, that we can give, and we can upgrade that account as on today. Means this facility is also available up to 30th September. Invocation period is up to 30th September and implementation period up to 31st December.
Okay.
So that can.
Okay, fine. So I guess this ends the question series.
Yes, Rahulji. Now I think we will go for that resolution 2 in some 4 or 5 points we will discuss.
Yes, sir. Right.
Small business and personal loans particularly.
Correct.
So friends, regarding this small business and personal loans, there are 4 to 5 points only. Otherwise, all the instructions are as per MSME only. One first thing is that this circular means for small business and retail, as per our bank's guidelines, Bank of Maharashtra guidelines, it is applicable for retail loans only. But if you read the circular thoroughly, it mentions that it is applicable for retail loans as well as the loans which are not covered under MSME. मीन्स MSME में जो MSME के डेफिनेशन के बाहर है, मीन्स MSME में मैक्सिमम जो टर्नओवर का लिमिट है उसके बाहर है, और मैक्सिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट इन प्लांट एंड मशीनरी का ये है उसके बाहर है, या फिर ओरिजिनली द एक्टिविटी इज नॉट एट ऑल, मीन्स कंस्ट्रक्शन एक्टिविटी है तो वो MSME में आती ही नहीं है, क्योंकि उसमें ना तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है ना सर्विस है, तो वो उसमें आती नहीं है. तो इन केस ऑफ दोज अकाउंट्स एंड इफ द बैंकिंग फाइनेंस फ्रॉम बैंकिंग means total outstanding from banking is more than 25 crores. So ऐसे cases में this scheme will be applicable. Secondly, applicable for ये CRE exposure मैंने बोला. दूसरी बात है कि maximum extension, ये इसमें basically the instructions are given for retail loans. तो retail loans में क्या है, पहले भी ये हमने दिया है कि maximum extension is allowed 24 months. means एक्सटेंशन में 2 चीजें है कि एक तो एक्सटेंशन इज विथ मोरेटोरियम पीरियड एंड एक्सटेंशन विदाउट मोरेटोरियम. एक्सटेंशन विदाउट मोरेटोरियम का मतलब है कि अभी हम आज की डेट में समझो कोई लोन का रिपेमेंट है 180 मंथ्स का हाउसिंग लोन है, तो 180 मंथ्स के हाउसिंग लोन में वी विल ऐड 24 मंथ्स बाय देयर विल बी एक्सटेंशन ऑफ 24 मंथ्स एंड इमीडिएटली रिपेमेंट विल कंटिन्यू फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट मंथ. Only thing is that as we are extending the repayment period by 24 months, the EMI will get reduced from the next month.
This because the tenure is increasing.
This will be
the EMI will get reduced because the tenure is increasing.
Extension of moratorium period, extension of repayment without. Hello.
Yes sir, your voice is breaking. Yeah.
अभी आ रहे हैं ना?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, it's coming.
So I will repeat. I will repeat again.
Yeah, please.
I will repeat again. Maximum जो extension without moratorium, उसमें क्या होगा? Extension without moratorium means 180 months का हाउसिंग लोन है तो उसको 24 months का हम ये देंगे. मैक्सिमम इट विल बी मैक्सिमम 24 months एक्सटेंशन, एंड उसका रिपेमेंट है या वो वैसे ही चलता रहेगा. फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट मंथ इटसेल्फ द रिपेमेंट विल कम. ओनली थिंग इज दैट अगर प्रेजेंट EMI 10,000 है तो टू सम एक्सटेंट दैट EMI विल गेट रिड्यूस्ड एंड दैट रिलीफ विल बी गिवन टू द बोरोवर कि उसको अभी 10,000 नहीं भर सकता है तो 9,000 में भी उसका EMI आएगा. तो इट विल बी डिफरेंट ऑन केस टू केस बेसिस. सेकेंडली, उसमें एक्सटेंशन हमने 24 मंथ दिया, बोरोवर अभी आज की डेट में भर ही नहीं सकता है, क्योंकि समझो उसको अभी जो सैलरी मिल रहा था तो मे भी जहाँ वो काम करता है वो बिजनेस ही हैम्पर हो गया, वो अभी शुरू नहीं है, लेकिन नियर फ्यूचर में वो स्टार्ट होने की संभावना है. तो ऐसे केसेस में हम उसके पास से लेटर लेके या फिर ही विल सर्च फॉर एनी न्यू जॉब, तो ऐसे केसेस में उसको एंटायर हम 24 मंथ्स का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड देंगे and his repayment will start after completion of this either 24 months or 12 months as the उसमें जब हम borrower के पास से application लेंगे, justification लेंगे, तो it will depend on that justification. किसी का 6 months रहेगा, किसी का 12 months रहेगा, किसी को हम 24 मंथ्स एंटायर 24 मंथ्स का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड देंगे। ऐसे केसेस में क्या होगा कि आज का जो आउटस्टैंडिंग बैलेंस है उसमें वो 24 मंथ्स का या जितना मोरेटोरियम पीरियड दिया है उतना इंटरेस्ट ऐड हो जाएगा, एंड आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ दैट मोरेटोरियम पीरियड अगेन द रिपेमेंट विल स्टार्ट, देयर विल बी अ इंक्रीज इन इंस्टॉलमेंट टू सम एक्सटेंट। अभी अगर 10,000 है तो मे बी वो 11,000 होगा या 11,500 होगा, जितना मोरेटोरियम पीरियड ज्यादा रहेगा उतना उसमें ये इंस्टॉलमेंट उसका थोड़ा ज्यादा बढ़ेगा। लेकिन स्पेसिफिकली दिस इज द रिलीफ गिवन अंडर दिस स्कीम, ठीक है। अभी इसमें लास्ट जो पॉइंट है उसमें ये है कि रिस्ट्रक्चर्ड अर्लियर, अभी ये रिटेल में हमने रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग किया है ऑलरेडी, बहुत जगह 6 मंथ्स का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड दिया है या 12 मंथ्स का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड दिया है। तो जो ऑलरेडी मोरेटोरियम पीरियड दिया है उसमें नाउ वी कैन एक्सटेंड दैट मोरेटोरियम पीरियड मैक्सिमम अप टू 24 मंथ्स। मींस पहले 24 मंथ्स दिया है तो हम उसमें कुछ नहीं कर सकते।
Okay, so maximum that could be extended is 24 months.
Is 24 मींस पहले 6 मंथ्स का दिया है तो वी कैन एक्सटेंड इट फॉर फर्दर
18 months. Not beyond 24 months.
नॉट बियॉन्ड, हाँ। और उसमें फिर आप पहले समझो, पहले किसी ने बोला था कि 6 मंथ्स का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड दे दो या 12 मंथ्स का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड दे दो, लेकिन आई विल पे द इंस्टॉलमेंट इमीडिएटली फ्रॉम दैट, यू कैन अगेन चेंज। इफ ही इज नॉट एबल टू पे द इंस्टॉलमेंट्स इमीडिएटली देन यू कैन गिव दैट बेनिफिट टू हिम कि आप 12 मंथ्स का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड, आप मैक्सिमम अप टू 24 मंथ्स का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड दे दो। एंड इफ ही रिक्वेस्ट दैट ही शुड, उसको मोरेटोरियम भी चाहिए और एक्सटेंशन भी चाहिए, तो ही कैन पे द ईएमआई ओनली आफ्टर एंटायर मोरेटोरियम पीरियड। ऐसा बोथ ऑप्शंस आर विद द बोरोवर के पास से एप्लीकेशन लेके स्पेसिफिक उसको क्या चाहिए वो रिक्वेस्ट लेके यू कैन गो फॉर रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग। दीज आर द ओनली पॉइंट्स व्हिच डिफर फ्रॉम दैट एमएसएमई सर्कुलर।
Okay.
एमएसएमई में अदरवाइज एवरीथिंग इज ओके, मींस उसका जो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पीरियड है, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इज अप टू 31 दिसंबर, देन इन्वोकेशन इज अप टू मींस 30 सितंबर तक उसका एप्लीकेशन आप ले सकते हो। देन आफ्टर 1 अप्रैल कोई भी अकाउंट एनपीए होता है तो यू कैन अपग्रेड दैट अकाउंट आफ्टर दिस
Restructuring.
तो दैट ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर कॉमन, इसलिए मैंने फिर से डिस्कस नहीं किया कि ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर रिपीटेड अगेन this circular. Only thing is that this will be applicable only for retail loans and the accounts which are out of purview of
MSME.
हाँ, तो सिर्फ इसमें हमारे सर्कुलर में ये स्पेसिफाई नहीं किया गया है, इसलिए आई विल रिक्वेस्ट द ऑफिसर्स जो जिनको ये अदर देन रिटेल को देना है उसका बेनिफिट, मीन जो एमएसएमई में नहीं आते हैं लेकिन दोज आर एलिजिबल एज पर स्कीम, यू टेक द कंफर्मेशन फ्रॉम जोनल ऑफिस बिफोर गिविंग एनी सच टाइप ऑफ रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग, बिकॉज दैट विल बी अब अगर आपको कुछ ये करते हो लेकिन बाद में होता है कि हमारे बैंक ने ऐसा गाइडलाइन नहीं दिया है, तो यू शुड गेट इट कंफर्म फ्रॉम जोनल ऑफिस। लेकिन इफ यू रीड द सर्कुलर उसका मतलब ये है, ठीक है।
Okay.
आई थिंक
No, as such, I think we have completed all the aspects. We have covered the doubt session also, and we have covered the extra points related to business and small businesses and retail sector also, with regards to restructuring. So this was our initiative to bring all the doubts which was either asked to me or to sir or posted in the comment box of YouTube, compile all those doubts, and then we have made a video on that. I hope this initiative of ours would have benefited you. Aapke sare doubts would have got cleared. In case you like our initiative, kindly do subscribe to our channel and share this video in your other various groups related to banking. Please do subscribe to our channel because इससे हमारा motivation बढ़ेगा, हम और अच्छे videos लाएंगे before you. Last but not the least, I would request you to please take care of yourself, your family members, be safe, work hard, and all the best to everyone. See you soon in our next video. Sir, can we give a highlight on our next video? What would be our next video? The topic
we are
would be...
targeting, hello Rahul ji.
Actually,
we are targeting it to be restructuring of agriculture account, but we will discuss and we will decide either it will be restructuring in agriculture accounts or it will be the procedure for equitable mortgage, detail.
Yes, correct.
Because I think that is the demand from many officers, so
correct.
So we will go. Okay.
Okay. Because I have taken a poll on Telegram and they have said that maximum number of doubts were related to equitable mortgage. So we'll just decide and then we'll post a video
Yes.
on these two aspects. So thank you everyone. Take care. Bye. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.